to SEDES English. My name is Sam, and today we will be looking at simple past and using regular verbs. So remember, out of the two, I would say regular verbs are the easier ones in spelling. I would say it's the one that you're probably going to have some problem pronunciating later on, but we'll worry about that later. So here I've made a list of some simple regular verbs, okay? These are things that you do very common. So wash, what happens to a regular verb? What do we need to add to a regular verb? We just need to add ed to the end of it if it happens to go from present to the past. So we have the word wash. In the past, we would say washed, okay? We add the ed. Let's look at the word clean. What happens to the word clean in the past? Cleaned. Okay, we just add that ed. What about the word brush? Like brush your teeth. Brushed. Okay, ed. And the last one, watch. Okay, in the past, again, just like the other ones, ed, watched. Okay, I watched TV. Pretty simple. So that's the good thing about regular verbs. All we have to do to them is add the ed. Okay, so how do we make sentences? Well, let's look at our formulas. For positive sentences, okay, we need the subject, the verb in simple past, and a complement, something that adds a little bit more information or backs up your idea in the sentence, okay? So let's look at the word wash. So I can say I, and you can say washed. Remember, we need it in simple past, so I washed my clothes. Good, right? I needed to do laundry, I washed my clothes. Good. So I is my subject, washed is my verb in simple past, that's also a regular verb, okay? Because it ends with ed. And then what is my complement? What did I wash? My clothes. Let's make another example. We can say he, we can say cleaned, he cleaned his room. We've been having a lot of times on our hands, so he cleaned his room. So he is my subject. Clean is my verb in simple past. It's a regular verb because it ends with a ed. Okay? And what is it that he cleaned? His room, which is your complement. Now, what happens to your verb, or what changes when we have to do a negative sentence? Well, let's look at the formula first before we start anything. We need the subject, okay? We need the auxiliary word, did. Why do we need the auxiliary word? So that we can introduce the negation, which is not, okay? And here's where's the big difference, okay? Not only do we have auxiliary negation, but look at the verb. It's verb in simple present, okay? It's in simple present. I know we're speaking in the past, but because we have the auxiliary word, my verb has to stay in the present, okay? And then after that, our last thing is our complement. So, let's make this example. We can say, he did not. Now, if you want to, you can say the word didn't. It's up to you. It means the same thing, okay? So he did not, and we can say brush. Remember, simple present, because we have the auxiliary word did. The word brush is in simple present. You're not going to say brushed. This is incorrect, okay? We need the verb to be in simple present. So he did not brush his, let's not be too mean. Let's say he did not brush his hair this morning. He is my subject, did is my auxiliary, not is my negation, so he didn't brush. Okay, make sure that you use it in the present because we have the auxiliary. Okay, so you don't have to add no ed. Okay, he did not brush. And what is my complement? What did he not brush? His hair this morning. Okay, so he did not brush his hair this morning. Good. This is how we make negative statements. Now, how do we make questions? Here's my formula. We first need to start off with the auxiliary word did. Okay? And then you need your subject. So it could be I, you, we, they, he, she, it. Okay? And then just as we have it up here, because we have the auxiliary, we need to use the verb in simple present. And then we need the complement. What is the last thing that we need? We need a question mark. Good. Remember, you need that question mark so that we know that it's a question. Even though we know the structure, you still need that question mark, okay? Let's make it a question. Let's say, did she watch? Remember, simple present. So did she watch the news today? Or did she watch the news? Did she watch the news? So did is my auxiliary. She is my subject pronoun. Watch is my verb in simple present. Remember, simple present means no ed, okay? And then, what is my complement? The news and my question mark. So did she watch the news? Okay, let's make another question. Did you, my subject, did, my auxiliary, wash, okay, my verb is simple present, the dishes. So did you wash the dishes, right? So if I'm asking my roommate or my spouse, like, hey, did you wash the dishes? Did you get a chance? What are my answers? It could be simple as, yes, I did, or no, I didn't. And that's pretty much it. Just remember, if we're making positive sentences, your verb is in the past, okay? And because we're using regular verbs, all we have to do to the verb is add ed. Okay? We have that ed, okay? Because it makes it in the past. We're in the past. But remember, if we are in a negative format a negative format sentence, your verb needs to stay in the present because of the auxiliary word did. Same thing goes with questions. If you're making questions, because you have the auxiliary word did, make sure that you use your verb in present. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this was helpful to you. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments or send us an email. Thank you.